Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset when it comes to faith, family, fitness, and food. Let's go. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
Hello and welcome to another episode of I Can Do. I am Benjamin Lee. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you might be. Well, Tom Brady has done it again. I have to tell you, I'm pretty happy to see that Tom Brady has won his 7th Super Bowl at the age of 43. Come on. He's crushing it, right? That is so impressive. And whatever you may think about Tom Brady, whether you were a Patriots fan or a Buccaneers fan, you got to give it up to him. There is something that he is doing quite well. And I just am, I'm impressed with him. And I think about other athletes like LeBron James and how they have been able to take care of their bodies, how they are able to play the mental game. So much of games, professional sports, and the biggest stage is, can you stay focused? Can you stay in the moment where you will perform the way that you practice and perform the way that you know that you can? I was reading an article. I didn't actually watch the game. I actually went to the grocery store Sunday, and that if you ever want to go to the grocery store, especially Walmart, go during Super Bowl Sunday while the game was being played. It was so quiet. It was unbelievable. But we don't have cable, and I didn't want to spend about $50 for a month of Hulu Plus or Hulu Live TV. So I just, we didn't watch the game. And this was the first time, I think, in a long time. Last year I was sick. I was rooting for the 49ers, and they lost. And then the year before that, we did watch when Brady won his last Super Bowl. There was an article that I read. I think it was Leonard Fournette, the running back for the Buccaneers, and he talked about a text message that Tom Brady sent to the entire team each night leading up. I think it was either Super Bowl week or the 2 weeks before the big game. The same time each night, he would write or text 3 words: "We will win." That's where it's at. Every night, reminding his players, reminding the team, the expectation that they should have going into the game. Full disclosure, I didn't think the Buccaneers were going to win, just seeing how dominant the Chiefs have been. But obviously there were some holes with the offensive line and things like that. But I love this idea of we will win. So let me ask you a question. Is that your mindset when it comes to winning your Super Bowl? You know, all of us have some kind of Super Bowl, so to speak, right? Something that we're preparing for, something that we are focused upon, something that maybe in the distant future, maybe it's a place that we've been with our fitness or with our finances, but maybe we have kind of been losing the last couple of years. We're not really where we want to be. Well, I want to share with you real quickly, how can you win your Super Bowl? Well, I want to focus on that word win for just a moment. I want you to write down this acronym. A young man at our congregation preached, and he used this. I believe it may have been from Lou Holtz. It was from a coaching book, and he plays high school football, and he talked about what coaches often talk about. And they use this acronym WIN. It stands for What's Important Now. So if you want to win your Super Bowl, if you want to get to where you want to be financially, physically, spiritually, your family, whatever the case may be, this is how you win. By focusing on what is important now. See, Tom Brady has been able to do that for so many years because he knows what's important each day. He knows what's important at the moment or in the moment. He knows that sleep is important. He knows that drinking almost a gallon of water, I think, is important for him. I don't know exactly how much he drinks, but I'm sure it's close to that. He knows that whether he wins or loses, he has a game plan for training after the Super Bowl. So there's this automatic installation that he has in his schedule that his training is going to go all the way through the end of the Super Bowl because he expects to win. The way that he's winning and the way that I can win and the way that you can win is by focusing on what is important now. What you will find is that so many things that we think are important, social media and watching television and catching up on movies, there's a time and place for those things, except for social media. But if you don't focus on what's important now, then you may not win your Super Bowl. Or maybe you get to your Super Bowl. Maybe you get to that destination, but there's not this follow through where you go all the way. So I want to ask you, what is important right now to get you to the next step where you need to be? Is it reducing or removing something from your life? Is it maybe adding a coach to your life? Is it maybe getting more direct with your goal setting? What is important right now? Maybe you need to manage your time a little bit more. But when you start focusing on what's important at this very moment and what's going to be important tomorrow and next week, here and now, then that's how you're going to win your Super Bowl. And just like Tom Brady has amazed so many people, you can amaze yourself. You see, I don't know what your Super Bowl is, but you do. And the more that you can amaze yourself and grow in your confidence, well, that's how you will keep winning. It's time for you, my friend, to win your Super Bowl, to spike the ball, cross the goal line, to get to your destination. You can do it if you focus on what is important right now. I can do, and so can you. Take care, and God bless.